The Aurora Humanitarian Initiative, created on behalf of the survivors of the Armenian genocide and in gratitude to their saviors, supports the courageous individuals who are committed to finding solutions to today's most urgent humanitarian challenges and helping their fellow man. What are those challenges? How does the public in each country respond? Do those responses change over time and place? We need answers to these questions in order to better design effective responses. The Aurora Humanitarian Index has asked this question for 2 years and in 12 countries. What are the world's most urgent challenges? People are most worried about terrorism, the growing gap between the rich and the poor, the risk of war, climate change, and migration. 2 out of 5 people believe Syria is the country which most needs humanitarian aid. Since the beginning of Syria's civil war in the spring of 2011, more than 11 million people have been displaced. About 5 million of them have left Syria to seek asylum in other countries. How welcoming are we of refugees? The number of people who think immigration has a positive impact on their country is relatively higher than those who think it has a negative impact. But the number of people who don't have an opinion is even greater. Kenya, Armenia, Argentina are the only countries among the 12 that are willing to welcome refugees, while Russia and Japan have been the most reluctant. 2 out of 5 people believe that their country's government should be generous towards refugees, while almost as many people believe the opposite. 40% say their country has already accepted an excessively high number of refugees. 60% say refugees deserve assistance and a second chance in another country, but only 37% welcome refugees entering their country. 4 out of every 10 people, mostly elderly, believe ethnic minorities pose a threat to their country's culture. 1/3 of the world's public believes that immigrants take jobs away from locals. These numbers are highest in Lebanon, Turkey, and Russia. When migrating from one country to another, people work and pay taxes. At the same time, they benefit from healthcare services, education, and other rights and opportunities. 4 out of every 10 people believe that immigrants receive more than they give in the host country. The other 5 believe they neither give nor receive. This is especially prevalent in Lebanon and Turkey. How accurately does the information we have correspond with reality? People believe that last year, Germany, France, and US accepted the highest number of refugees, while in reality the top 3 countries hosting refugees are Pakistan, Iran, and Turkey. Germany is 4th. Who do we consider to be most capable of resolving the refugee crisis? 2/3 of people believe that the international community and developed countries hold the key to resolving the refugee crisis. Faith in individual efforts rank lowest of all. Only young people are somewhat optimistic about the impact an individual can make. 1/3 of the public believes that no one can resolve the conflict, and everyone seems tired of news on the refugee crisis. How do we feel about all of this? More than half say they are saddened by the difficulties that refugees face, and they don't believe they can impact the lives of refugees. Over 2 years, however, less people are saddened, and more people feel unable to influence the problem's resolution. What to do? Most of those who have tried to help are young, under 34. Who will do it? Young people are the most optimistic and confident in their power to have an impact. Aurora commits to nurturing the youth to believe in their own power and responsibility.